Today we're going to unbox the Nurish Box, the new one. And I was showing you some stuff and talking about it, which I will redo, I swear. I also was saying one of the reasons I wanted to show you this again is because I've been pretty excited about getting them. And if you order them, I think in the next 7 days-ish, these can reach someone for Christmas. So they would be kind of a neat Christmas gift, in my opinion. And it's all whole food, plant-based. Okay, great. So I'm going to go over and show you some of the things I showed you just a minute ago that you had no idea what I meant. So on this side of the paper, it gives you the instruction, or it gives you the contents, and also where you can find more from those suppliers. And there's a code where you can, well, there is a QR code, but there's also just a URL that you can go to, and I'll show you that in a couple of minutes too. And he has some recipe ideas. So the big reveal is not as big because perhaps you saw it. So Sunset Runner beans. So far in every box that I've unboxed, there's been some really nice heirloom beans. And so what I was saying when I was pointing at this is it's really nice to have it marked that it's 2018 crop, best by 2023. And then when I pulled these random beans over and did this, I was showing you how big and meaty they are. These are a little skinnier than pintos, but they're real close. And these blow up even bigger. So they are really, really meaty beans that are super hearty. I have in the Great Vegan Bean book, I have like a Thai coconut stew that has these, it features these, and these are really awesome. In the Great Vegan Bean book, I give you heirloom alternatives as well as kind of what I call common beans, right? Because you could use kidney beans instead, but it's really nice to be able to get these, and it's a little harder sometimes to get some of these heirloom beans. Plus, it reminds me a little bit of the Rancho Gordo Bean Club in that you open this, the Rancho Gordo Bean Club is all heirloom beans with a few surprises, and it comes 4 times a year. This box comes every month. Okay. And so these get really big and meaty, and they're super amazing for stews. You could cook them up and put them in salads. I just find them really neat and interesting. I like them a lot. So that's our heirloom bean for this time. Let's go back and see what else we got. And I think so far we're getting about 5 things per box. The boxes cost $45 and $5 shipping. Native harvest wild rice, 100% hand harvested and wood parched. I'm not sure I know what that means. Let's see if we can learn about this together. If you guys know, just put it in the comments. Is hand harvested by the tribal members on the White Earth Indian Reservation. The broken rice is then taken to a mill and ground into pure rice flour. And this is what was not broken. It just comes in here. Let me see if he says anything about wood parched. Okay, wild rice known as, and I'm going to mispronounce this probably, manuman, translated as good berry. It's sacred to the, Ojibwa. I'm so sorry for the people who are from that tribe and I'm mispronouncing their name. I apologize. They live in the Great Lakes region. It grows truly wild in the lakes and riverbeds of northern Minnesota, not cultivated in paddies like commercial varieties, and is hand harvested by tribal members using traditional methods. Here we go. After harvest, it's wood parched, dried in small batches in cast iron kettles over a wood fire while being hand stirred with a wooden paddle. So that's pretty amazing. Okay. So I was pretty impressed just because it was native and it was harvested by tribal members, but wood parched is kind of like a big deal. So I can't wait to try this. there are all different things you can do with wild rice. And I think for the winter months, soups and stews are going to be a really good one. Though, this could also make a really neat, beautiful salad with like fresh cranberries and roasted butternut squash and some things like that that you could take to a Thanksgiving dinner. And that seems, so anyhow, and let me show you this one more time. Yeah, Brandy, I did not know about this. I didn't know, I guess, about the harvesting methods of wild rice. So I like learning new things too. You guys know that. Ooh, and it's been a snack in every box. So this is no added sugar or preservatives. And it's air-dried harvest fruit mix, orange, figs, and pears. And I suspect, yes, can you guys see that? Organic orange, organic figs, organic pears. It's gluten-free and vegan, like all the snacks have been so far. And in fact, everything's been gluten-free that I've opened up except for the black barley. And I never saw black barley, so that was pretty interesting. Okay. Let's get in here. I haven't had breakfast yet. How about you guys? Ooh, pretty. Look how pretty these oranges are. And there's the pear. And the figs seem to be whole, which I think is a little odd, but okay. Let's try a piece of pear. It's almost hard to believe there's no sugar in here, but I did just make some cranberry sauce with some ripe pears, and ripe pears are so sweet and delicious. Let's see if I can tear off a little piece of the orange, because I want to use this to take pictures with, because they're so pretty. I can just see that in a food photo, can't you guys? Okay. Got lost. Oh man. Because this is a whole dried thing, you do get a little bitterness from the pith, or the white part. You get all those wonderful oils from the zest part, or the outside skin. And this like really neat concentrated fruit flavor from where the actual orange slice is. That's pretty awesome. So far we've gotten beet chips too that were really good. So it's kind of nice we get things that we can use for dinner and a little snackage. And actually I just used some date sugar. And this is from the Date Lady, which we probably all know about. I know a lot of people only sweeten with dates, date sugar, or date syrup. And so let's see what this says. It is organic, GMO-free, kosher, gluten-free. I don't know if you guys can hear, but it's raining. It's raining loud, it seems like. And says, how about some crushed dates, sweet stuff? How can you not like a sassy bag? Date Lady, she brings the good stuff. I like her attitude. It's organic, GMO-free, kosher, gluten-free, and organic. She's got some recipes back here. It is not a vegan recipe, but I'll tell you how you can make it vegan, and that might help you. And can you guys see that? Organic, dried, ground dates. I know that's a little hard to see with the light. Okay. So it says, what you going to do with date sugar? And it says, ditch the cane sugar and put it in your cookies, scatter your scones with it, sprinkle it on your oatmeal with toasted nuts and dried cranberries. Enjoy the novelty of it, dried dates crushed just for you. So there is a Date Lady chocolate chip cookie recipe, and since this is near the holiday season of 3 months of crazy specific things that you're probably trying to make and do, let's talk about this. So they do give a butter option. So it says mix together butter or coconut oil. Well, this is a plant-based box, so chances are we wouldn't be doing that anyhow. We might be doing avocado or something like that. Date sugar, milk of choice, vanilla. It says then mix in 2 eggs, oat flour, oats. So 2 eggs, I would do 2 tablespoons of flaxseed mixed with a 1/4 cup of water. Sometimes people use more water with that than I do. Let it sit for a little while, and you can use that in any baked recipe. You can also use like 1 tablespoon of aquafaba per egg. You can use chia eggs. You can use a bought egg substitute. There's all different things you could use. So if you see something like that, don't just get disappointed and say, oh, well, I can't have that. There's always ways. And so, like, for instance, this recipe only uses oat flour and oats. So a lot of you would be able to eat that even if you don't eat all the different flours. And it is pretty. And then we have another spice. So last time we got, I think last time was when we got the smoked paprika and the smoked balsamic. This time we have yummy, yummy cinnamon. Okay, and I'll show you that closer. All right, and let's see. And this is Ceylon or true cinnamon with an evergreen brightness and woodsy complexity unlike any other cinnamon we've tasted. Okay, let's see about that. Because you know I love my spices. I gotta get this open. They do have little, like a little perforated thing. Yeah, it's pretty good cinnamon. It is woodsier than the cinnamon I have. It's really good. So for right now, what we have, yep, cinnamon for tea, chai, baking. I'm going to kind of sit this stuff down and hopefully we can all kind of see what's there. And then this is that. So we've got a pound of beans. I think this is a pound. Yeah, this is a pound of wild rice. A little under a pound of date sugar. 1 package of this. And this is 1.8 ounces. So this is kind of a large jar of cinnamon. So that's what's in this month's box. And then let's talk about the boxes in general for a hot minute. So I think this would be a good Christmas gift, and this is why. I think that for someone who's kind of on the fence, maybe you have a relative who would be interested in eating beans and some kind of grain, but might not go out and buy or try date sugar or smoked balsamic. And these are some of the other things that we've gotten in there. We've gotten these painted pony beans. And this is from different boxes. Good Mother Stallard beans. And heirloom beans are quite expensive. And then we have this organic black barley and some millet that we got in other boxes. And I just think it would be kind of neat. It is $45 plus $5 shipping. If you put in the code Kathy Hester, you will get $5 off your first box. Christopher and I worked that out, so hopefully that helps. One of the things that I really liked that was in the first box was grow your own organic basils. And this is not a cheap little kit, but I don't know about you, but there's just something about a kit that just like gets me going. Oh, and I'll show you on the website too, there's actually discount codes. So I wanted to show you, here are my little baby basils growing. And the other one hasn't sprouted yet. I've been kind of staggering them out. Let me let you guys. And you know, it's pretty cute. They are not inexpensive in the store at all. And you use your own bottles, but then they come with these things and you can get refills. That's been the most like super fun, just present-y kind of thing. Though, I'm going to be making some beans this weekend. Do you guys have any questions about these boxes that maybe I can help you and maybe ask Christopher about, or have him come in and maybe answer some of the questions? So if you do, just put them down in the comments. What was your favorite part from this box? Was it the wild rice or the runner beans or the date sugar or the cinnamon? I've got to say, for me, it's this wild rice. Like, I'm so impressed with hand harvested and wood parched, and I've learned something, and it's just kind of awesome. And I kind of like the way that you get to try something a little bit new, and it's not taking you out of that whole food plant-based diet, which is really important, because none of the other vegan snack boxes or things really do exactly that at this moment. So I think what I'm going to do is finish this up. Again, I was going to show you that one thing. Let me see. I was going to show you, share screen. Here we go. There we go. So I wanted to show you this. So this is for this box. And there is discount codes. Like, so you could get 10% off. You could get a free spice with 3. Date Lady, Wild Zora. There's the cooking times and cooking instructions for those, which is kind of nice. Stovetop and pressure cooker. And I like the way they say don't use cooking time from the guide, as this is not a conventional wild rice. And that is really nice to know, right? And oh, how funny. I actually hadn't looked through this, and it is a Thanksgiving salad that he's giving for the runner beans. And so that's kind of cool too. Vinaigrette, the wild rice. So it's just pretty cool, I think. I gotta go back here and figure this out. Source, camera. There we go. Okay, so that was exciting. Yeah, the beans are great. The story behind the rice is just kind of amazing. So what we have here was the Nurish Box. If you order it probably in the next 7 days, I think there's a countdown on nourishbox.com, and this is how you spell it. And it's $45 plus $5 shipping. Get $5 off with the code Kathy Hester. And if my Misfits Market comes today, I will show that to you. If not, we'll see one next week. So if you have something that you're curious about or that you see on here and you're wanting a recipe for, leave it in the comments and I'll check back and see if I can't find something for you, okay? Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.